Hello, Sparkly You. Lovely to have your company again. This week I'm going to show you a fabulous collection of jewellery that is going to make you ready for summer, straight to the beach. Taken from my live show that I record every week on Facebook at 7 o'clock every Friday night. Today I'm going to look at a collection including seashells, ammonite and a gorgeous little beach hut. I hope you love them as much as I do. Let's listen in. Good night! Woo! Hi everybody! Happy Friday! It's lovely to have your company on this wonderful Friday evening in May. And I've got a fabulous collection of jewellery to show you tonight, all about the beach and the seaside. We've got a little seaside theme, and I thought that would fit in because it's been gorgeous weather here in Chesterfield today until about an hour ago actually. And I finished at dawn and I thought, I'll come and just sit and have some time in the garden and it'll be lovely. And I did. I got about 20 minutes and then it started to rain. So it might be a little bit out of theme, I suppose, this beach jewellery tonight, but you'll forgive me. You kind of know where I'm coming from. So if you are watching with me tonight, do pop on and say hi. It's lovely to know that I have your company. And as I go along, feel free to ask any questions. That's the beauty of a live show, that you can ask and I can answer straight away. How fabulous. So firstly, I'm going to recap a piece that I showed you, I think a couple of weeks ago, but I'm going to show you again because when I was reading Vogue today, it's super on trend. It's our wonderful feathers necklace with that fabulous boho vibe. And I love this piece. We were talking the other week about the fact that it's got the 3 colours on. And when I picked up Vogue today, I just thought, wow, we are so on trend. And we always like to add a bit of trend to our collections at dawn, and it's nice when I could tell you that it was all planned, but no, this happened completely by accident. We just happen to be on trend with this fabulous piece. Mixed metals are huge at the moment. So by that I mean mixing the colours, silver, yellow gold, rose gold, and I know a lot of you like to do that with your collections, which is always good to see. So there you go. If you want to be in vogue, as in on trend, not as in the magazine, well, I don't know, maybe, but our boho feathers necklace is the way to go with all of those wonderful 3 colours. She's on our website and she's at Adorn as well, so you can pop in and have a little try all those wonderful feathers. And we have got some smaller feather pieces as well, which I showed you. If you pop over onto Facebook Watch, or over onto our YouTube channel, then you'll be able to catch up on that show if you missed it, and you'll be able to see the more delicate parts of that collection as well, apart from the big statement necklace. But I wanted to show you the statement because as I was looking, I thought, oh yeah, I know the perfect piece to show as a trend piece. But the other pieces, I've been off to the beach this week. We've been down to, or up? Yeah, up. Sideways. We've been over to Bridlington anyway, one of our favourite places, over to Flamborough Head and the lighthouse there. And if you've been over here on Facebook or over on Instagram, then you might have seen us having a good time on the beach. And that made me think that we're coming up to summer, and with it being so warm this week as well, I really wanted to show you some wonderful beachy type pieces. So I've got some anklets here to show you. And then I've got some seashell jewellery as well. Let me show you as I go through. So the anklet, this is the time of year when I start getting asked for anklets. When you're just planning your festivals and where we're going to go, and we can do all of that again now. Happy Sparkly Friday to Becky. Oh, you received your filigree bead. That's lovely. She's fab, isn't she? Does she look amazing with your other bee? I think she's going to look incredible. Love her. I'm wearing mine today as well. Happily Sparkly Friday to Gail, and happy evening. Happy evening? Yeah, why not? Happy evening to Linda as well. Good evening. Happy Friday. Late again, don't worry. I was late tonight. I got on and I won't bore you with all the technical details, but I have to put in my description now and everything. Before I go live, before it'll let me go live. and it wouldn't go in tonight. So yeah, there you go. And I was sitting there, and normally I sort of have a bit of a flap, and I thought, no, I'm going to just calmly, just wait, and it worked today, so that was all fine. And this time of year, anklets are wonderful. Really beautiful. Happy Friday, Stephanie. Lovely to have your company. I hope you're all very well. And they make you feel so sort of lie in a meadow, looking at the clouds, kind of. They've really got a summer vibe, anklets, even though you can wear them all the way through the year. This is one of my favourites. She's our butterfly anklet. I love the way that the little butterfly sits on there, and she's got the texture, the turned texture as well on the butterfly, so she catches the light just beautifully as she flutters. She's fixed in the centre with a little ring and then a gorgeous sparkly box chain either side as well, so she will sit where you pop her on your ankle. Hi to Wendy, happy Friday, lovely to have your company. And Linda says, the formality of it, been chasing yourself all day. Yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling. Yes, I've been meeting myself this week as well. Meeting myself coming back. But your cacti looking lovely. Oh, they're looking gorgeous. I had major plant envy when I went on Sparkle Pics the other day, Linda. They look incredible. Absolutely incredible. So the butterfly anklet with the little extender as well. Nice and comfy to wear, this one. And I do try, if you haven't seen us before, then I do try the jewellery. So one of my main things is that it has to look good, but it has to be comfortable as well. And some pieces are only comfortable for a short amount of time. I've got some super, super big statement earrings that I can only wear for the evening, but that's fine because that's what they're for. But anklets, I think, you need to be able to be comfortable wearing them throughout the day. And this one certainly is. Gorgeous butterfly anklet. She's £30. And she's on our website now. And I just love her. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. And then talking about the mixed metals, let's look at something in a gold finish. So we gold finish over silver, as you know, and we use a nice yellow gold. So nice and bright, but not brassy. And this one is the little seashell anklet. And each seashell, each charm on here has a meaning. We've got the fish for freedom, the conch shell for communication, the starfish for luck, the seaweed for friendship, and the little cockle shell for friendliness. And I just love that. Again with this extender, this one's a little bit more dainty, but it's got those charms on there and a little sparkle in those charms as well. And I just think this is so sweet. I'll just put her on my wrist so you can see how she sits against the skin there and that colour. Very pretty, very dainty and twinkly. And the charms as well, and the way they're fastened, all move when you move. So they've got that wonderful twinkly feeling, which is just fabulous. Linda says, just like new shoes. Yeah, that's it. Need to be very comfy. There. And the extender on there as well. So you can extend. Now the normal, or I should have normal, the usual size for an anklet is about 9.5 inches. So between 9 and 10 inches for an anklet. I, as you'll know, if you watched last summer, I've got bigger ankles. So I normally wear about a 9 3/4 to a 10. So I just use some of that extender or all of that extender, depending on the size of the anklet. Because for an anklet, there's no hard and fast rule. I know a lot of people, or the most asked question that I get about anklets is there a right side to wear it on? No, there isn't. You can wear it on whichever leg you like. There is contention over the fact that you shouldn't wear an anklet with tights. wear it with ties, doesn't matter. But the only rule I stick to with an anklet is that you do need to have a little bit of room. It can't be too tight because your ankles do get a workout during the day. Even if you're on the beach just sort of reading your book and you're having your feet up, then you do, it sounds a very funny thing to say, you do move your ankles a lot. But you'd be surprised, different parts of your body that you wear jewellery on, like your pinky finger, for example, is a really good example of something that you need to have a good fit on your pinky, because you've got so much movement all the time and you perhaps don't realise. An anklet is the same. So you do need to leave yourself a little bit of space. So it doesn't need to be, let's just demonstrate, like this, really, really tight. It needs to have a little bit of looseness to it, so it can move around when you're moving around. And that's my golden rule for anklets, and I think my only rule for anklets as well. You'll have to let me know if you've heard any other of these rules that sometimes go with different pieces of jewellery. Most of them you can just chuck out the window, but some of them are for a good reason, and that is for a good reason. So that's our golden seashore anklet, £35, that one. And then possibly my favourite piece of beach jewellery, you'll have seen this if you've read my Simple Summer Staycation jewellery style blog on the website. If you haven't, you can pop over and have a read of that. It's on our website. And we have got a blog, I nearly said a blog button. Do I mean a button? A blog thing. Category. That's what I mean. We've got a blog category on our website, but if you can't see it, it's down at the bottom in the footer, depending on where you're reading. If you go into the search bar and type blog, it'll come up. And Simple Staycation Jewellery Style is one of the blogs that I've written, and that's telling you how I pack my jewellery for my holidays and what I choose and why I choose it. And this is, of course, this one usually comes to the beach with me. Although she didn't this week, my bees came with me this week. But this is our beach hut pendant, and she is such a cheerful piece with that yellow enamel and the blue door, and if you can see, little rose gold overlay accent bucket and spade on the side, just here. And if I had a magic wand and I could make this life size, I would happily live in this house. Such a sweet little house. All the detail on the back as well. So again with those stripes. And the stripes are silver and this really cheerful yellow. On our super popular dotty chain. She'll also fit on your Adorn Talk as well if you want her to. But she does sit really nicely on a chain. Let's see if I can show you. I think the dotty chain now is the most popular chain that we do as well. You absolutely love the dotties. Quite right as well, they're gorgeous. Very nice to wear on their own as well. I'm just going to hold that actually, because if I put her on where she would lie, then she's going to get mixed up with my bees. And you might not be able to see. There we are. Let's just lean forward a little bit. There we go. So that gives you an idea of size. So she's not too heavy. She is a beautiful solid piece, but she's not too sort of clunky. And that'll give you a better idea of the enamel. That's a better light there. Look, a nice blue door. Linda loves the dotty chains. Me too. I love the dotties. Absolutely love them. And I'm just having a look at comments as well. I don't know if I told you the other week that I had, when I looked at the comments later on, I'd had loads that I just hadn't seen, and it was really bizarre. So yeah, so if I don't reply to your comment, it's because I haven't seen it. Wendy says, really love the dotty chains too. Thank you. Yeah, they are gorgeous, aren't they? I think they are my absolute favourite chains. So that is my little seashore. And it's like a writer's retreat, isn't it? You can imagine just hunkering down in there, reading a book and just the sound of the waves lapping. Because when I envisaged this life-size beach hut, I envisage the front door opens and the sea is just here. So just in front. A pebble beach, of course, shells and pebbles. And then as you go down to the sea, sand and a nice ocean as well. Just in case you wonder what I daydream about. It's about if I had a magic wand and I could make my jewellery bigger. Normally, if I had a magic wand, I'd make things smaller because they're easier to store. But this is the exception. I'd make this beach house bigger and live in there. This one on our website as well, and I think contentious, but I think possibly my favourite piece for summer, this one. Love her. I shall be wearing mine soon. And of course then we want to team with some earrings, and our teeny tiny cockle shell earrings are beautiful for the beach. Now these ones are great just to put in and leave in for your day on the beach. They're not going to be too worried about sun cream. They're quite easy to clean. And they've got a gorgeous texture to them. And I always say that the cockle shell, I think, is the friendliest of all of the seashells. And it's perhaps due to picking up cockle shells when I was little on the beach. When you go to the beach, do you beach comb? I do. I love doing that. I love finding different shells and different seaweed, and I've always sort of brought them home, and then you know, stones and bits of old stuff, and I think, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to do that? But now I have my own shop. Of course, they all go in display. So anything that I find, dried up seaweed is my new thing. Wet seaweed is Heathcliff's new thing. Oh, and I don't know if I'm digressing a little, but when we went on holiday, for the not the first time that he was on the beach, but his first holiday, we went to Robin Hood's Bay, and we had a lovely walk along the beach, and I obviously stop and pick things up and have a look, and we're looking at seaweed, and he was running around with seaweed in his mouth, and he's got seaweed all over him and covered in sand, and absolutely thrilled with life, which is great. And he picked something up and brought it to me, and we were moving off the beach because the tide was coming in. And I don't know if you've been to Robin Hood's Bay and that part of the coast, but the tide is so fast. It's almost instant in some parts, and some parts of the beach you can be on the beach further down and it's fine and the tide's out, but when you move up, the tides come in, so you're still cut off, so you have to be really careful and sort of keep an eye on the tides and that kind of thing. Anyway, so this is why we were sort of aiming to get off the beach, and we walked up off the beach, and he got this seaweed, and bringing it with me, and I said, oh, that's fine then, bring it with you. So he picked it up, and I picked him up to go up there are some stairs, but they're a funny material. They're like a metal stair with holes in, like spongy metal, and I worry about his little paws getting stuck in there. And we used to always carry Gandalf up and down, even before he was an old man. So I did the same with Heath, bundled him up into my arms. So bear in mind, I've got the dog, and I've got this seaweed thing here, so because he's got it in his mouth, and I'm saying, oh, what have you got? Bring it with. And I walked up the stairs, walked back down the stairs, and met Adam at the bottom, because he'd been looking for fossils, as he does, and he caught us up. And he said, what's he got? And I said, oh, he's got some seaweed. And he just went, pah. Oh, and it was a fish. It was a dead fish. Oh, honestly. And I just said to Adam, oh, it's a fish. Please, if you love me, deal with the fish, which he did. And Heath obviously wanted to bring it home as a souvenir. Oh no, it was awful. The fish went in the bin, but you're just thinking that it was. And normally, I think most of you've got dogs, haven't you? My sparklies. So you'll know that sort of a dog mum thing is to just grab whatever they've got and bring. And I was sort of this close. It's only because he was holding it nicely in his mouth that I didn't. Oh, and it was yuck. So that was our holiday. Yes, so I don't know if there's a moral to that story. Probably don't have a dog if you've got a low growth threshold. Good evening to Dawn. Happy Friday. Lovely to have your company. Gail says, do I sell jewellery travel pouches? No, but often when I see the designers, I've had designers in the past that have sort of created pouches, so I have had those, so it might be something that that we look at doing in the future. But no, not at the moment. I had wonderful, I'm now going to tell you the myriad of things that I had, but I haven't got any more. Had some wonderful pouches made out of saris at one point, which were lovely, little travel pouch. They're lovely. I'll keep a lookout for you, but no, I haven't got any at the moment. They're great, aren't they, for taking away and just putting your jewellery in. Linda says, Robin Hood's Bay, one of my favourite places. Been there and the tide really fast. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, in fact, I was about to say we've never got caught out. We nearly got caught out a few years ago and had to really sprint. And that was on the same beach, actually. And that the tide sort of comes in at the end of the beach before it comes in at this end, if that makes sense. And we nearly got caught then. This year, I'll tell you, I wouldn't tell anybody else because it's super embarrassing after all the time that I've spent on that coast. But this year we walked up to Boggle Hole, which is just further up the coast, and the youth hostel, and we had lunch there and then went for a little walk on the beach. And the beach it wasn't busy, but it wasn't empty by any means, and we were sort of playing around, and I'd looked at the tide times and I'd sort of worked it out, and we needed to leave ourselves 2 hours to get back. And we were literally, this place was here, we were here on the beach. And I said, this tide's coming in now, so we'll turn and go back. No, it was too late. We were cut off by this. Oh, and we were those people. We had to wade through the water. Oh, honestly. And you will know, because I think you're similar to me, that it's not the wading through, because it was fine. It was really warm, really sunny, and I got waterproof trousers on, so it was fine. And I got walking shoes on, they dry, and that's all fine. It wasn't that, and it wasn't just the sudden, oh my goodness, are we actually going to get cut off? Is it? Because I'm quite tall, so it would have to be quite a way for me not to be all right. And obviously we can carry Heath because he's only little. So it wasn't really that. It was more the utter embarrassment of having to wade back onto this beach full of people that went, oh, they haven't been looking at the tide times. But everybody on the beach was so lovely. They sort of averted their gaze, so we came through soaking wet. Oh, dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. So yeah, the tide is fast. Becky says, dogs are great. I know. Trust them, honestly, to find anything. Linda says, typical dogs. Yeah. Gail says, I need something like that. Going touring on the motorbike, it has to be compact. Yeah, that's a very good thing, actually. Some of the jewellery travel pouches that I've seen are quite bulky, aren't they? I was very kindly gifted one years and years ago before I worked in jewellery, and it was huge. And even now, then I used to wear tiny, tiny jewellery. You wouldn't recognise me. And I thought, oh my goodness, who needs this much jewellery? Who needs this much jewellery? Who even am I? But even now, I would struggle to fill that pouch to go on holiday because I don't take loads and loads. I just take key pieces. So yeah, you're right, Gail. It does need to be something quite compact, doesn't it? Possibly with little sections in so you can roll your jewellery up and that kind of thing. Dawn says, love my short visit for your owl earrings today. Dawn, they were amazing, weren't they? They were honestly just made for you. Honestly, they were. And I hope you're going to have a fantastic time wearing them as well. I'm sure you are. They're nice, sparkly eyes. So these are our little cockle shell earrings. £20, these ones. Back on the website now. So super stud just for popping in and going to the beach, and just that little hint of summer. So if you do want to, a lot of the time it's great to take pieces that you've already got in your collection and add a couple of things, simple things that are just going to bring your collection into the season. So if it's one of those type of things that you're thinking of, then the cockle shell earrings are great because they're just summer in an earring, nice and simple, and you can wear them on the beach. They'll look gorgeous. Now you'll smile at the next piece that I've included. because we're British, I had to, of course, include our I Am the Storm pendant, because it's highly likely that you're going to get a little bit of rain when you're on the beach in this country, even in summer. Linda says, Rory, I've always been into large jewellery. Paul Malcolm, yeah. So you've always had that statement. Mine's kind of progressed from teeny, from this kind of size actually, to the statement pieces that I love now. But Linda, you've always been into large jewellery. Sorry, not. Oh yes, okay. I did read the Rory. Yes, sorry. No, I get it. Saying, poor Malcolm, we've always been into those statement pieces. But at least you're consistent. At least he knows the type of thing to buy you. So there you go. And the smaller jewellery, of course, if you do want to make it a bigger look, you can do what I've done today. Let's just show you, stand up a little bit, and you can layer it. I've got 3 on today. One of them's just disappeared there. So I've got my A, I've got my filigree B, and I've got my bigger B as well. Our I Am the Storm pendant is based on the saying that the wind whispers to the warrior, you cannot withstand the storm. And the warrior whispers back, I am the storm. And I just love that reminder of how strong you can be. This is a piece that's in my collection. And if I need to have just that little bit of, you know what, that's okay and you can do this, this is the one that goes on, even if it goes on as a little layer. And it had to be part of the Seaside collection because, just rain clouds are often on the horizon. Many happy rainy days spent on the beach when I was little and when I was older actually. And the earrings, so this one is £35, the pendant. The thunder cloud is silver and the lightning bolt is a gold finish. And then the earrings, look away Linda, because the earrings are asymmetrical. They are a cloud for one ear and a lightning bolt for the other ear. So silver and gold finish, one in each ear. And if you wanted the match, so if you wanted 2 lightning bolts or 2 clouds, that's fine, just let me know. And you can do that online as well. Just order the as they are and just pop in the notes that you want a matching pair, and I can do that for you, that's fine. But the collection is the cloud and the lightning bolt, so those asymmetrical earrings, £35 for those as well. And then the next piece I wanted to show you is just that little bit bigger. And it speaks very much of my holidays and my favourite things to do. Holidays in the UK. I love fossil hunting. And this is our beautiful amber ammonite pendant. I love the spirals of ammonites and I love finding them on the beach and just uncovering them and knowing that you're the first person in millions of years to touch that. It's just an incredible feeling. It's what I like about fossils. And this piece really speaks of that because, of course, it's set with amber, which is also millions of years in the making. Fossilized tree resin, the amber, and this one, and the majority of these pieces, the amber ammonites, have got some gorgeous flecks in there in the amber, which I really love. I think it makes amber such an interesting thing to have in your jewellery collection. It's got the gorgeously pleasing spiral shape of the ammonite and then that smooth amber on the side. Let me just pop that against my neck and then you'll be able to see, give you an idea of size. So as normal on a 16, 18 or 20 inch chain, and that's how she sits. And I love that piece. You can really see the amber glowing there and the silver just sort of pulling your eye in because it's textured. So just that extra piece to have a look at. And I just love that. This part in the middle is open. Can you see? So I can put my finger through there. And just those beautiful swirls. Absolutely incredible. So the pendant in this piece, £65, and that's including the chain. And then we've got the earrings to match. I love the earrings. There we go. On the continental clasps, because they're the amber, and they've got a gorgeous drop to them. Look at that. Isn't that fab? And the earrings again, that full ammonite and the amber on the side. Wendy says, love the fossil pendant and the rainstorm one. They're amazing, aren't they? Absolutely amazing. I love them as well. Linda says, wow, love hunting for ammonites at Whitby. Yeah, me too. I absolutely love them. They're just incredible shapes, aren't they? Absolutely incredible. Love fossil hunting. And Adam always smiles at me because I get excited even if I find a bit of a fossil. Oh, that's amazing. And he sort of comes running up the beach and goes, oh, what have you found? What have you found? And I go, this. And he goes, oh, yeah. This tiny little bit. But it's just so exciting. It's the excitingness. It's the exciting part is finding it, I think, definitely. So these ammonite earrings as well, a nice statement earring. So you could have those definitely as a suite if you wanted to. They've got that nice continental clasp on. So that clasp, let me show you the one that's not on the ear stick to remind you about that clasp. So it hooks through and then clips up at the other side there to stay securely in your ear. Now I know that a lot of you, like me, really love these clasps. There's a couple of you that don't and you can't get on with them. That's fine, we'll just change them for hooks. So we'll change them for hooks in the shop if you come in. If you're buying these online, they're going to be online probably tomorrow. Everything else I've shown you tonight is online. These are just waiting to go on. And if you'd like the hooks instead of the continental clasp, that's fine. Just put me a note in with your order and I'll change those over for you. £105, the earrings. And I just love them. Absolutely gorgeous. Love, love, love. And that's my beach collection for you. Getting ready for summer. Hooray! Very exciting. I hope you've enjoyed the little look through tonight. If you missed any of it, you can, of course, I'm going to post later. So it will be on Facebook Watch for you. And everything that I do, every show here, I put on YouTube. So you can catch up with me on YouTube on Saturday mornings as well. And over there were Adorn and Acorn Jewellers. It's been so lovely to have your company tonight. I've really had a great time and I hope you've enjoyed yourself as well. I'll be back with you very soon, so do join me next Friday at 7 o'clock. And until then, I'm sending lots of love from my home to yours. And remember, until next we meet, say it with me, eat, sleep, sparkle, repeat, and I'll see you soon. Bye everybody, see you soon. You're feeling beach ready now, aren't you? I know that I am. I'd love to see the pictures of how you're styling your jewellery for summer. And remember, all of the pieces that you've seen tonight you can find on our website, which is adornjewellerschesterfield.co.uk. Until soon, bye.